Welcome to Unikronn's Gaming. This is not a 2D Sunday-ish. This is this is a video about Tekken 4 and me, my history, and why I love this game. And apparently people didn't really like this game. Alright, so this is a very extremely brief little bit of history here. Obviously this is a game developed by Namco, which is now called, Bandai Namco. This is the fourth game, but it was the fifth game in their series, because before this they had Tekken Tag Tournament, which was an excellent game on the PS2. Oh my god, the music and everything in that game was just mwah. Okay, anyway, back to Tekken 4. Sorry. Yeah, so this was released in the arcades in 2001, and I believe got ported to the PlayStation 2 in 2002. Yes. When did I get this game? I don't know. But this is my second copy of the game, because back in the day, unfortunately, my home got broken into and the PS2 was stolen with my games. They couldn't lift my big ass Sony Trinitron TV, so they didn't take that, but they took my games and most of my memory cards. A few of them they dropped, and all the footage from this is from one of those dropped memory cards. Unfortunately, I don't have any versus battles with my friends. I've only got CPU battles, so all this footage is from 2003, because you could record your replays on the memory card. So yeah, I believe I got this in 2002, but all this footage is from 2003. Okay, so I'm going to be all over the place with this video, and it's going to be a long video, so probably 2 or 3 watches to complete it. Myself and my friend, what's he called on PSN? I think the Jazz Father. We're just going to call him Jazz. We used to go to each other's houses. We still play each other to this day. We've always been rivals since Street Fighter 2. That's how we met. But that's going to be in a Street Fighter video. So yeah, what we do. Obviously, we play each other for hours, but we used to like save each other's. I like to save my name on his memory card. So like time attack battles, I would try and get the best score, and I would save it on his memory card. And like you can see here, look, Daz and Jazz. Yes, and on what was the mode? It was Survivor. I got really high on my one, and on his one I saved my name as 100 something victories, and he tried to come back here and put his name on mine, but I had 244 and he only had like 9 wins. So I was like, bruv, you're not doing it. So yeah, we would troll each other like that. I mean, yeah, it's a thing that we did. But this game especially, we'd always like, if people are like, oh, do you want a drink? I said, yeah, get me a drink, please. And then I would put it in a mode and I would just play so I could get a higher score and save my name. And obviously you can't delete it, because you have to wipe the whole memory card, and he ain't gonna delete his save. So yeah, and he would do the same to me. So I'd be like, nah. So he'd make sure before he gets up and leave, he'd be like, yeah, I'm saving that. And I'll do the same to him if I got the highest score and I beat his high score. So yeah, it's just good times, man. That's the type of stuff that we did. And this is another reason why I love this game, because we did that on this game. So yeah, anyway, let's get into why people apparently did not like this game. Well, not apparently, people didn't like this game. So I'm just going to put in some evidence and what people said and did next. So it seems like the pros or the fighting game community didn't like the lack of characters, the unbalanced gameplay, and the 3D arenas or the uneven arenas, which is everything that I loved, because this game was so much fun, so I didn't care. Right, so like I said earlier, all the footage you see is from 2003. I can still play this game now. I don't remember all the characters I played with, but yeah, so this is my memory card. There is the small cast, I think 18 characters, but I knew the 18 characters. Even if I couldn't play with them all properly, I knew them, and that's what I loved about this game. It didn't have 50 characters, which I didn't know what to do with. So in this long video, I'm going to talk about my thoughts when I was playing the game, some stories about when I was playing the game, what myself and Jazz did, So yeah, it's just stuff like that and how I played the game. Obviously, I'm not an expert. I would say I was good, but obviously there are many levels above good. So yeah, I was not one of these competition guys, but I was like a local guy who loved challenges. So yeah. So how should I start this? Okay, I'll start with who I played. My main characters were Heihachi, Paul, Kazuya, and my two extreme characters were King and Jin. Jin because I don't care when it was, he was just OP in this game, but I just liked him and I never played him before or since this game. And then King, I used to play with him on Tekken 3 as well, but this one I thought, right, I'm gonna learn those links that he does with those ridiculous link grabs that it does. That was just crazy. So yeah, Jazz, who did he play with? He was a bit like me. He was Heihachi, Paul, and who else did he play with? Kazuya. And his extreme characters were Yoshimitsu and Law as well. So we overlapped with 3 characters and we played each other a lot. What else was there that I can talk about? Oh, let me talk about one particular story. So for this story, this was back in, I don't know, people know wrestling, you know, the Attitude Era. So you had Stone Cold, you had The Rock, you had The Undertaker, you know, Edge and Christian, tables, ladders and chairs, oh my. Yeah, so it was that era. So that was what, 2002-ish? Yeah. So myself, I'm 6'1", Jazz is like 6'2", I'm 6'3". So a group of friends used to call us the Brothers of Destruction, like Kane and the Undertaker, because we were the tallest out of the group. It's not particularly tall, but we just looked tall compared to the rest of the friend group. So on Friday nights, we used to watch Friday Night SmackDown with a ton of group of friends. We had like an N64 there. We had a PlayStation. We had a Dreamcast. We had a PS2. And obviously, we used to play SmackDown a lot. But then one night we went over there and there was even more of us. There's like 15 guys there. And people, you know, they brought their girlfriends and stuff like that. So there's a load of us there. You know, people drinking, playing hip-hop music, you know, just chatting BS and what have you, and trash talk. And my Jazz, his cousin, was there with his friend, and they were running their mouth about Tekken 4. And me and Jazz was like, what? You can't beat us. They were like, yes, we can. So we was like, all right then. We brought the PS2 from downstairs because for whatever reason, the one that was in the main TV downstairs, the main TV downstairs, the Tekken 4 wasn't there. So, yeah. Not Tekken 4 wasn't there, sorry. What am I talking about? The PS2 wasn't downstairs. So our friend went and bought the PS2 from upstairs downstairs. I'm not making any sense. Oh my God. The PS2 was upstairs. My friend went and brought it down from upstairs to downstairs. Thank you. Right. His pads were atrocious. So I didn't really win. I got worked. And Jazz's cousin and his friend were running their mouth off. So myself and Jazz, we left. We came back and it took us an hour and a half to get back. That shows you how many miles we had to drive in the UK. And we brought our own pads with us. We plugged them in. We destroyed them. I'm talking, it was merciless. And the trash talking, I was like, right, I'm going to smash you into this this phone box. I am going to hit you into this palm tree. I was telling them I said, look, you're going to get finished with a grab, and it's going to be this grab. And I would count down from 10, 9, 8, 7, and they were getting pranked. They was making mistakes, and I would throw them or grab them exactly how I told them I was going to do. And just to make matters worse, at that time I was almost up to where I was with King. I was almost at my peak, and I did all those grapples with King. I just took them apart. So yeah, and Jazz too. I think we must have won something like 69-1. From that day in 2002, that Friday night. We've never gone somewhere where we thought there might be a console without a controller. And I'm still talking to this day now. When I'm in my late 40s, he's in his late 40s, we still do it. We're like, oh, challenge, yeah, and we bring out our pads and people are like, wait, you walk with controllers? And we're like, yes, who doesn't? So yeah, that's what we do. But yeah, so that was a crazy story. What else? Any more madness stories? I mean, there was a couple from the arcade, but they weren't crazy stories. For me personally, I didn't really play Tekken 4 in arcade because there was only one arcade where Tekken 4 was, which I actually liked the stick. All the other places, the stick was just, no, I just couldn't get good travel on it. So moves, I couldn't pick Paul or Heihachi because I couldn't get the Dragon Punch or whatever Tekken calls it. Some Rising Wind, I don't know, something fist. Basically, it's a Dragon Punch. And for Paul, I couldn't like move forward and then do the power punch how I could. Basically, I just wasn't as good on most arcade sticks with Tekken as I was with PlayStation controller, which was literally the opposite to Street Fighter. Street Fighter I could play with almost anything, anywhere. Didn't matter what I had or was using. But Tekken is only one arcade, and that used to be in central London, next to Good Street Station. It's called Good Street Casino, and they had Tekken 4 there, and I could play on that particular cab that they had there, Good Street Casino. But everywhere else, no, I just couldn't. So yeah, it was just better with, I was just better at Tekken with a pad, and always have been. Apart from that one arcade, Good Street Casino. Alright, I'm going to start talking about how I approach Tekken 4 when I'm playing. I will use the replays. What I loved about Tekken 4 was the environment. So here I'm Heihachi and I'm playing Hwang. Obviously I know Hwang's all kicks and stuff. And so my main thing is to hit him against the wall here, because no big combos, just smash him against the wall and stomp him when he's down. Like here, bam. But he didn't bounce off the wall there, so I was a bit annoyed. So I just want to do a small combo and then just hit him against the wall. That's my main objective with Heihachi within this type of background and environment. Because this was the first time I actually had to think about some of the combos or environmental situations. I believe all the ground is flat. Oh no, it's not flat. It's in the corners. I think it rises up a little bit. Does it? No, it's flat. It's flat. I think it's flat. But yeah. So as you can see here, I don't bother to extend the combo. Just smack him into the wall. Bam. Stomp him to death. That's what I'm thinking about here. And whether this was against Jazz or a random person, that's what I'm thinking. So always make sure my movement was like, okay, be close enough so you can just do a Dragon Punch quickly and just smack him into the air and then smack him onto the wall. Obviously here I'm already 2 rounds up, so I know what I'm doing here. So this round is just for fun because I've put in the work already. Smack him against the wall and he's done. So yeah, that's that one. Jin was like a breath of fresh air to me. I'd never played with a character like him before. He had so many moves at his disposal, but I couldn't do big combos with him. What an oxymoron. So most of my combos with him were small. I was just like, right, I'm going to reverse everything that you're going to do. Get a 4 hit in there, get in, get out. And that was my main thing with Jin. That's probably why I liked playing with him on this game, because I had to play so differently with him. I just didn't do big combos. I just did maybe a 4 hit and that was it. But he was so fast and he seemed to have a move to counter almost everything that everyone did. I mean, realistically, he was probably broken, let's face it, but I didn't care. And he was just so much fun to pick and play with. Jazz didn't really play him. He preferred him from the previous Tekken games. He didn't like this version of Jin, which this was the only version I ever played. I didn't play any other version of Jin apart from the Tekken 4 Jin. So yeah, this is Heihachi mirror match. Obviously, I am not the one in the Honda outfit because I'm not having my butt crack all out of doors. So if myself and Jazz fought, we always try to pick the black outfit first because no one wanted to be in clogs and butt cheeks. Yeah, people just like, nah, it's not about that version. Yeah, and once again, this is another caged environment. So get them to the corner, smack them, and don't let them get up. It was quite hard to get up in Tekken 4. I didn't find it too frustrating, but sometimes you thought, oh, I rolled into the corner there, that wasn't good. So yeah, and I liked a lot of the 3D side movement in Tekken 4. I really liked that. Lots of people didn't. I did. See, look, I've got him in the corner now, but I messed up. I tried to drag and punch him into the corner. I got him there, don't let him up, smack him again, smack him again, smack him again. People did not like that in this game, but I loved it. And so yeah, that's just why I love Tekken 4. It was just, yeah, it was so much fun. Once again, before the round starts, you're moving around, get yourself into position. That back fist was godly, and so was the big boot. Slide him into the corner, don't let him up. There we go. The match is over and done with. Haha. Okay, my tactic with Kazuya was very much similar to Jin, but far more aggressive. Because Kazuya doesn't have the reversals that Jin does, but I had one combo with Kazuya, which I really liked, and I thought it just worked perfectly with everyone. And to be honest, that was my main thing in Tekken 4. I wasn't flashy. I just knew what worked, and most of the combos I went for, it was like, will they connect 99% of the time against almost all characters? Yes. Then I went for those combos. I didn't go for, say, a 6-hit that may or may not hit, or I can't get it out every time. I wasn't that type of guy on Tekken 4. I was the, wow, I can't believe that actually hit me. Oh, this round is done. He batted me there. I'm not getting out here. Look at that. Damn. Yeah, but that's my main thing in Tekken. To do combos that I knew that would always connect and was guaranteed. I wasn't flashy in Tekken 4. Oddly enough, I was in Tekken Tag Tournament, but not in Tekken 4. So as you can see here with Kazuya, I'm going for what I know will get me big damage. Don't let him up. Yep, strike him there, bam, he's gone and finished. So I keep it simple and lots of damage, especially with Kazuya. Steve Fox was a new character in the Tekken franchise, and this is the first game he appeared in, and he was really quite hard to fight against, because at that time I think the closest I'd seen was probably, well, no, there wasn't anyone really close to him. Some of his swerves and moves, maybe Lei Wulong, maybe. But yeah, he was just quite awkward to fight against. And King, as I was learning with him, King wasn't the fastest, but he was pretty powerful. But he was more of a straight line guy. So yeah, with King, I had some bread and butter combos, and then I had the grab links. But as you can see, I'm struggling a bit here just to finish him off. So that was nice. Yeah, King, I found had some decent mix-ups, and I used to practice them on Jazz all the time. But I was susceptible because Jazz Neil wanted to come in for grabs with him, so obviously I played a certain way with him, so I had to make sure I had some decent bread and butter combos so that Jazz wouldn't think I'm coming in just to go for grabs, because he would be making sure that he would counter them at all costs. See here, what I should have done there was switch up the gameplay and pushed him into the booths and then smashed him into them, but I didn't. I was just trying to get that juggle combo. Yeah, this round I probably, because I'm 2-0 up, I'm probably going to go for the grapples. I would have thought it makes sense to if you're 2 rounds up. And this was probably the first Tekken game that I preferred to play 3 rounds because they were quite short. Here we go, low to high. Nice little mix up. Damn, got decked. Like I said, Steve Fox just confused me. Here we go, here comes the grapples, here we go. The button combinations you have to do in between each link was a killer. But I learnt them, and it's self-dividends. You can also break out them, but you got to know the right button. Ah, wonderful. Love that with King. Love it. Once again, Heihachi, probably my second favourite character to use. My go-to would be Paul and Jin. But I loved Heihachi. He was just a little bit too weak at certain points for me. But whereas Paul would always finish it off. But yeah, and I loved his reversal. Even though he took damage, it just looked so cool to finish people off with it. There we go. Oh, nice rising kick there. And he's against the wall. I mean, he's against the fence and it's done, basically. He won't go nowhere after that. Stunned him. Bam. Second hit was done. So, I knew it was there, so I just went for that kick. That double flying kick. Can't remember what it's called. But yeah, this is strange to see how my mindset hasn't changed. Like, if I play this game now, I'm still going to play the same way. How he managed to get from there. Look, there's a reversal. Oh, he stopped the jab there. That move there is so quick. I think it's like a 2 or 3 frame move for reversal. I use that all the time. It's so fast. I think they got downgraded in future Tekken games when Heihachi was actually even in them. And what I loved about Tekken 4, oh, look, there's a Sparta kick, the 300. This is Sparta. Loved it. Bam, finished. Stomp him. This matchup against Lei was, I had to learn the hard way. Even though this is Tekken 4 and not Tekken 3 or Tekken Tag, Jazz used to use Lei a lot in Tekken 2, Tekken 3 and Tekken Tag. That's my bread and butter combo with Kazuya there. So at first he was so confusing to fight against because he had so many, he had 2 different or 3 different styles, like Snake and Mantis and stuff. He could go lows and highs. So I had to really learn how to punish him. Jazz didn't really pick him that much on Tekken 4, but when he did, I still had a bit of trouble fighting him when he used to go into his stances. But what I loved about Tekken 4 is before the match started, you were jostling for position, and I thought that was really cool. Kazuya was probably one of my weakest characters, but I just really enjoyed playing with him. And I love this combo here. Bam, they used to get me out of trouble so many times. So many times. That was my bread and butter of Kazuya all the time. And it just did decent damage. I didn't need to do anything fancy. And then I could do hell sweeps as well, just to mess people up. Yeah, there's that kick. Anyone on the ground, look, you've done it again. Bam. Just punish him. Nice dragon punch there. Look, there we go, the bread and butter. I'm always looking for that for Kazuya. Always looking for that. It just works so nicely. Especially in Tekken 4 anyway. I hate the bear and I hate Panda. I've never liked them. Their reach is crazy. The amount of times they've got, look at that. Just instant launcher. Jeez. God. Get off me. Bam. Squash her. Squash her. That was poor what he got reversal in there. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of the Panda. And the joke is, even though they're so big, my floating combos wouldn't always work because I would drop it sometimes because they would land too fast. So yeah, I just wasn't a fan of fighting Panda or the bear. That range was just so crazy that they had back then. I don't know how good they are now because I don't play Tekken 8 now. Nice little grab there. Bam. Eat that. You know what? Oh, he's dead now. Look, she's in the corner. God, don't let her up. Don't let her up. Again. Let her know. Keep going. Just keep going. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This game, you get yourself into a corner, sometimes it's done. Even though you have a reversal move there, though. Obviously, not when you're getting hit. But you could turn people around. I used to use that quite a bit. But sometimes it didn't always come out, which was weird. But, yeah. As you can see here, the reach of that bear, he's still getting on my nerves. Oh, he went low again. Now he's dead. Stupid Panda. Can't stand you. Or is it Kuma, the other version of you? Oh, speak of the devil, here's Kuma. Ah, Paul. Good old Paul. Just a powerhouse. There's a reverse. That's what I was talking about. Whereas Heihachi couldn't do that with. But look at the reach. Just the Libby, the absolute Libby. Stop my power punch again. Didn't stop it that time though, did ya? Power punch him again. Punch him in the back of the neck. Keep on punching him, wretched beast. He should be a rug on the floor. But yeah, Paul is I think he was at his best in Tekken 3. Perhaps he was a little bit OP, I don't know. But he was really powerful in Tekken 3. Really powerful. Here, not quite so much. But still, I mean, you could level someone so fast with Paul. I mean, look at that. Crazy. Damn. Love Paul Phoenix. I love me some Paul Phoenix. He's literally the equalizer. The amount of times Jazz would just... I would just get destroyed. I might be up, 2-0, and then before I know it, 5 power punches later, Jazz is 1-3-2. I'll be like, oh man, really? Just a few mistakes. And then the Paul mirror matches, wow, that was just a slugfest. That's all that was. There was no finesse there at all. Stupid bear. Punch him again. No, not this time. Not this time, bear. Not this time. Okay, I'm just gonna deviate from the matches for a second. Well, not for a second, for a little bit, or even for the rest of the video. Who knows? So during this time, I would be on a forum called SRK, which was short for Shuriken. It was a fighting game forum. Fighting games were very niche at this point. So you would have a Capcom section, and within the Capcom section, you have all their games. With balls for meetups. People preferred, I don't know, if it would be the X-Men games or the Versus games or Street Fighter 2s or Third Strike, you know, that type of stuff. You had the same for SNK and people who liked Goro, King of Fighters, Sam Show, World Heroes, all that type of stuff. And then obviously you had Namco had their own section, Sega had their own section. So yeah, but I didn't really go into the Namco section for Tekken 4 because generally the biggest threads were in the Capcom section. Generally, and obviously you had stuff for hardware and stuff, things like that. But from there, the Capcom section, because of Street Fighter, there was meetups. There was some guys from the UK. I think they called themselves Neo Empire because they were really into SNK games. And because we had, most people had Xboxes, OG Xboxes, with OG Xbox Live, and we had 30th anniversary and CVS2, but obviously the online was horrendous. So Neo Empire organized online meetups, and not online, offline meetups. So yeah, and there were some guys who used to go to Good Street Casino. They were there as well, these offline meetups. So they had people would bring in consoles and CRT TVs that have setups. They record stuff as well. And so one of the meetups, I took Jazz along with me. He was really into his Tekken 4 at that point. He was struggling a little bit with law for some of the combos. And there was a guy that used to go to Good Street Casino. I wish I could remember his name. Black guy. Oh God, I can't remember. I know he had a lisp. Did he ever? He had a lisp, yeah. But he was just really good with law, and I got to know him. He was really cool. And so I got Jazz to play him, and the guy to teach Jazz a lot of law stuff. Probably shouldn't have done, because then Jazz got really dangerous with law, and some of the combos he was doing and executing were ridiculous. But yeah, it was really cool that Neo Empire, it was like our offline fighting scene. They had competitions and stuff. There was, I can't remember all the names because this was years ago. I think it was run by a guy called Simeon, really cool guy. He had help from, I can't remember what these two twins were called, these black guys. They were either the Shin brothers or the Show brothers. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, there was guys who were good at Street Fighter called, I don't know what, RZA. You may think, oh, from Wu-Tang, yeah. But and RZA was really good. Dal Simmons and Keith, Jesus Christ. He didn't really play Tekken though. Obviously you had Ryan Hart, aka the Hart Foundation. He was just good at everything he fucking touched. Oops, swore, sorry. Everything he touched, he was really good. Quick side note, I've actually beaten Ryan Hart once. Yeah, I've only played him once. I'm never going to play him again because I want to keep my 100% record. He won't remember me because to him it was just a Saturday, but to me it was a well-earned victory. I actually have video footage of that as well. So yeah, that was in a 15th anniversary competition on PS2. I came second because I didn't know the Chun-Li matchup. Yeah, but anyway, a lot of Tekken 4 guys would come to those meetups, and they showed me what UK high level Tekken playing was. No one complained about the game. They just played it, and they played hard. If they didn't like it, I didn't know. There was a lot of Jins, a lot of Pauls, a lot of, I think this was a Native American, is it Laura, her name is? Yeah, there's a lot of hers. Not too many Kings, Kazuya's, some Heihachis. But yeah, it was just, when I saw that, I was like, wow, these guys are on a different level. That's why I would say that, for me, Tekken 4, I was good. But I was like, your friends good. But that was it. But when I saw these guys playing, I was like, okay. The guy that was really good with Law, which I can't remember his name, I did play him. I think I lost 10-6 or 10-7, which I was really proud of because he was just, I think it was about 7-all. Kind of come back from 7-4, and he literally looked at me and goes, all right, that's enough. And he took his cap off, he had a bandana, and then he got serious. And I mean, I won some rounds, but wow, he just that mode, he went to sport mode, and that was it. I was just like, okay, that was, I will slap you Unikronn mode, and that was it. Oh, nice, look at my link grabs here. Yeah, go on, hold on, eat them, Jin, eat each and every one of those. Wait, is he gonna be near the corner? Oh, sunset flip on him. Oh, I should have sunset flip there. I would have been much better, rather than a back kick. Oh well. Grab him again, yeah. Tear the kneecap out, bam. Turn him over. But I didn't show the rest. But yeah, so those Neo Empire days were really cool. Who else would have? There was other names flying around. Oh, there's a guy called Chungus. Yeah, it's the last time I'm gonna say that name. Oddly enough, anyone who watches lots of Street Fighter combo videos, there's a guy on YouTube. Look him up. He's called Desk. D-E-S-K. The guy's godlike with his combo videos. He's ridiculous. He's the guy I lost to in the finals. At the time he lived up north, in the UK, and he was really a cool guy. Desk, he beat me and he won. And then I think in other competitions I saw him, he came runner up and stuff like that. But he was really good with his Chun-Li, Super Turbo Chun-Li. But now I only know him for doing like crazy Street Fighter videos with ridiculous combos. Yeah, D-E-S-K. Street Fighter 2 combo videos. Put that in YouTube, you see how good he is. But yeah, I lost to him, obviously. But I don't think he played anything else. He was just a Street Fighter guy. But yeah, so that was caught him with a launcher there. Double punch? No double punch? There's no point doing that to the CPU. He was never going to fall for that mix up there. So that was realistically that for the UK scene. Like I said, Tekken 4 wasn't the biggest game that I saw being played at that time. Tekken Tag Tournament was huge, Tekken 4 not so. So obviously there was enough people who didn't like it. But I loved it, and I loved playing it. Was it my favorite game at the time? Probably. Yeah, I'm thinking, strangely enough, it wasn't Street Fighter, it was this, Smackdown, because we had loads of friends who play it. We play Smackdown with our created characters against each other on the PS2. So yeah, it was this and Smackdown realistically. We used to walk, like I said, on Friday nights. we'd all carry our own memory cards as well with our created characters. So that was great. So yeah, this was, at that time, this was my favorite game. I still love Tekken 4. I have great memories of Tekken 4, playing people mostly on PS2, not necessarily on the arcade, because like I said, there's only one arcade that I actually like the sticks for and the buttons. The rest of it was Neo Empire meetups that would happen in London. Myself and Jazz would play this constantly, and we'd be trash talking, so that was really cool. And what else? What other memories have I got from this particular game? Oh, yes, I know I'm rambling, and like I said, this is a long video. This is more of a video for people to put in the background. A technical issue. This game could be played in 480p progressive scan, and obviously at this time I had a good SCART lead. I had a Sony Trinitron TV, but this was the game that made me go and buy a brand new Sony Trinitron TV, because I had some, what did Jazz try and cuss me? Because Jazz had a Sony Trinitron, and he would say I had some no-name TV. Was it Matsui? I don't know what it was, but it wasn't the best. And yeah, compared to his Sony Trinitron, so I went and bought a new one, and I could play this game in progressive scan, and it looked so sharp, but it had a little bit of breakup, so I would turn that off and put the softening option on, so it looked a little bit better. That's what you're seeing here. Yeah, so that's what I would do. But this game actually made me go and buy a new TV, and not oddly enough, but I saw the difference. The colors really popped on that panel, and obviously these were like tube TVs, and everyone's, you know, all the retro purists are like, oh, CRT TVs, that's the only way to play, it's the only way to play. What a lot of these people are not telling you is that, just like today, not all CRT TVs were the same. You had some doo-doo ones, you had some rubbish ones, you had some okay ones, you had some really good ones, you had some excellent ones, then you had those PV and monitor things. So yeah, it wasn't like, oh, as long as you had a CRT TV, it was just golden. No, some of them were still rubbish. But Sony, and what I liked about it, the TV was flat, it didn't curve at the edges. The picture that I had on that thing was great. I couldn't move it around too much. I think it was, what size was it? I want to say 29 or 30 inch. Was it 29 or 31? I think it was 29. But this thing was a beast. It was so big and heavy. Head butting back, bam. Nice reversal from me there. Yeah. This is when I love playing Heihachi. But yeah, the TV, when I saw this was the first time I can truly say that I had a game that when I saw it to me, in my eyes, looked better than the arcade on my TV compared to the big ass arcade monitor at Good Street Casino. Well, it wasn't a monitor, it was one of the big sit down arcade cabs, but I honestly thought my TV looked crisper. Obviously my TV was new, and it was clean. I don't know when the last time, and it didn't have no burning, but still it was just so, it looked so good. The colors popped, everything. I was looking at details, I could see grimaces on people's faces, and I was just like, yo, these Sony Trinitron TVs are no joke. I mean, there could have been other makes out there that were just as good, but me and my friends, to plug into our PS2, we got Sony Trinitron, and we didn't look back. They were excellent. Had good sound, contrast, punchy colors. Yeah, wow. And I was actually able to see a game in 480p. Obviously, there's probably other PS2 games that were 480p before this, but this was the first one I noticed, or the first one that I owned, most probably, because most of the other games were probably, well, PS2, probably 480i. So yeah. Yeah, this game just made me go and buy one. Well, it didn't make me go and buy one, but I noticed the biggest difference once I had this, and I had one of those, I don't know if it actually made a difference, but I had a gold plated, well, they said it was gold plated, who knows what it was, or coated. Oof, you got hurt. SCART cable, RGB SCART cable, and that also made the big difference. So yeah, it was, and that was a bad thing about Sony in the UK. To get the best out of the PS2, you had to go and buy a better lead, not the crap that came with it out of the box, which was a shame. I mean, considering that you went to watch DVDs out of it as well, the cable that came with it was, I don't think it was an aerial thing. It was a composite. It wasn't component. I think it was composite. That's what I think it was. Whichever's the worst out of the two, that's what came with it. I mean, they charge you almost £300 or £200 and something for the thing, and you get a crap lead. Bam, she's gone. So yeah, that was stupid. So yeah, this game, Sony Trinitron TV, excellent. Really liked it. I mean, obviously, it still didn't look as good as Dead or Alive on the Xbox. I mean, that thing was crazy graphics on the Xbox, and obviously, Dead or Alive had some excellent jiggle physics. But we're not going to talk about that game here. This is about Tekken 4. Yep. So this has been Unikronn, aka me, waffling on about general stories of Tekken 4, how I approached the game. I loved it. I've not really talked about graphics and stuff like that and how it plays. You can see for yourself, and if you liked the style back then, you liked it. I will say the music, while being good, was not a patch on Tekken Tag Tournament on the PS2. The PlayStation version, PS2 versions of the music there was just some of the best you're ever going to hear for a beat 'em up, even to this day. But yeah, but this was good. Graphics were nice, sound was good. Yeah, it was a cool game, but it divided the community. Most casual people I know loved it. Most people who played it professionally, or the pros or whatever, they did not like it at all, but I loved it. Yeah, that's about that for this game. This is me waffling on, like I said. Oh, before I go, it was a pity that most games in this generation did not allow you to save replays on your memory card. I know the memory cards were expensive, and space, obviously the money was finite, and people would rather have a game save rather than fill up an expensive memory card with just replays. But because of that, I was able to create this video, and yeah, I really appreciate the fact that you could do that. Even to this day, consoles now, you can save, well, PlayStation 5, you can save up to an hour of gameplay, so you can have all that there. I know Street Fighter 6 has its own save function, Tekken 8 has a function built in, but I think all games should allow you to do it, instead of just relying on the console, because the Switch, I'd love to record footage on the Switch, but that's just, you can't really do that on the Switch. It's just terrible. So yeah, it should be built into all the consoles, so if the game doesn't allow you to do it, yeah, you've got an avenue to do that. Obviously PC, that's not even an issue. But yeah, so that's me. Thankfully, the people that broke into my place, they dropped this memory card back in the day, and I was still able to repurchase the game second hand and create this video. So that's gonna be it from me. I will see you in the next video. Hopefully this wasn't, oh, gotta hit the table, sorry. Hopefully this wasn't too long, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.